Local 10 Healthcast, two major breakthroughs could revolutionize the way that doctors diagnose two serious diseases, autism and diabetes. Local 10 medical specialist Christy Kruger in the newsroom with our Healthcast.
Well, we begin with autism, which affects 1 in just about every 70 children born in the U.S. right now. Researchers at one university in the U.K. say they have now developed a test that could diagnose autism much earlier and more effectively than the current test, and it would just take a couple of hours to do so. Researchers tested a group of children ranging in age from 5 to 12, looking at their blood and urine for any signs of chemical differences between children who have autism and those who don't. And what they found was that those with this disease show a higher level of a certain protein damage, particularly in blood plasma. So they then took those results and developed systems that can diagnose autism based on biological signs, and the best system was able to correctly diagnose autism 90% of the time. And while experts are still stressing the need for more test results, researchers behind these findings say their biological little blood test here, it could be available within a year. Also in our Healthcast today, 20 people die every day just waiting for an organ transplant. But new findings from researchers at Stanford University, as well as the University of California, say they're a step closer to successfully being able to grow human organs in sheep's bodies. And that could especially be helpful for people who have diabetes and whose pancreas just doesn't work correctly. So here's what they did. They took a hybrid of two different species. It's called a chimera, and experts believe they could be the key to growing these functional human organs outside of a human body, say in a sheep. They do this by isolating the stem cells, which are cells that can be molded into any kind of cell in the body. And those stem cells are then injected into an embryo of another species. Now, if this is all done right, the newly introduced stem cells, they hack the host DNA and they actually grow the kind of cell that the researchers want. So in these most recent tests, researchers were able to successfully create a whole new organ that was 0.01% human. That's an upgrade from research in the past. Still a ways to go, though. Experts say they need to have an organ that's at least 1% human to be successfully transplanted. But they're getting closer. Now, one of the biggest obstacles standing in their way of all this research is ethical concerns. Public funding for human-animal hybrids is banned right now, although the U.S. National Institute of Health did signal it might reconsider that ban. So far, right now, the research has to be funded by private donors. In the newsroom with your Healthcast today, I'm Christy Kruger.